All right, good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means? It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. Live on YouTube. I'm John. Mark is on the way. Nick's on the way. So the purpose keeping y'all delayed. We're gonna get the show going on the road right now. Live on YouTube at Sports4U Podcast on YouTube. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Help boost that algorithm up. We're on Facebook at Sports4U Podcast. That's sports, the number 4, and the letter U on podcast. And then we're on X and Instagram at Sports4U Podcast. Of course, you can follow me at John Watson0984 on X and Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram at Mark and Mark1 on X, and follow Nick on Instagram and X at 99gorilla. Not to get into on this football Friday. Obviously, Friday before Thanksgiving. I know everybody's getting ready for that holiday, getting ready to go be with their loved ones and have a nice meal and stuff. It's a little interesting. Thanksgiving for me this year. My daughter's birthday falls on Thanksgiving, so we'll see. And we're going to be celebrating that day. So, and we'll let you know what we have in line. We will have a show on Black Friday as well. But let's go ahead and dive into a few topics. We're going to definitely talk some NBA, a little NFL. We'll definitely talk some college. Just getting ready for the beginning of rivalry weeks, starting next week, starting tomorrow, and then going into the final week of the season. That will be how it will. Those will be some of the things we'll get into tonight. Also, we'll talk a couple of other topics, obviously college basketball. There's some history made recently in the world of college basketball. Gino Auriemma became the all-time winningest coach in men's and women's college basketball history, surpassing Tara Vanderveer of Stanford on Tuesday after they defeated Fairfield Dickinson. Try saying that name 5 times fast. Fairfield Dickinson. And now Gino Auriemma is now the all-time winningest coach in men's college basketball history. So we'll definitely want to talk about his legacy. Obviously, 22 seasons as the women's coach at UConn, and has won 11 titles in those 22 years. That is impeccable. 22 years as a champ, 22 years as a coach. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's won gold medals, and he's also now the all-time winningest coach. 11 titles, obviously surpassing the likes of Pat Summitt. Everybody on CP time, B, so I'm starting. Or on CP time, B, I'm starting. What up to the Podfather in the building? But yeah, Gino Auriemma is a good coach, great coach. And obviously, he used to get a lot of slack for some people thinking why he didn't cross over and try to coach in the men's college basketball. Hey, hope you're ready for Sunday. You got a big task on Sunday. So, yeah. What the heck? Trust me, Arnold and Predator. So that's lots to talk about there with Gino. Gino, obviously, I say he's coached Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore. He's coached, obviously, Sue Bird. Now, Brianna Stewart. Mark is in the building. Oh, count. Oh no, that's just. Oh, that ain't coming. That's white. Oh, that's white. It's just that's white. That's just me blending in with the screen. I ain't camouflaging. Mark in the building.
So what? Oh shit.
talking about, something. Oh, thank you, sister. I'm trying, shout out to my restaurant we made this video a long time ago. It's still in good condition. Hustle hard. And I want y'all y'all can't see this, but if y'all go on my social media, on my Twitter at John Watson 0984, this pen is from my guy Jay Guido. He teaches at a school out in Orange County, and he likes to refurbish shoes for kids. Well, night, Charles. Hey, Chuck, go look in the chat if you obviously you want to join the chat. I know you've been missing the show, so I put the StreamYard in the chat because I know Ty's gonna be coming on in a minute. It's ladies' night tonight, so we're gonna have her. Christy gonna join in.
You asked the man if you want to come on ladies' night.
Yep, watch.
All right, my bad.
But so I was talking about Gino Auriemma. He recently just surpassed Tara Vanderveer is now the all-time winners coach in college basketball. I think all the players he's coached, whether it's Sue Bird, Rebecca Lobo, Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore, Brianna Stewart, now Paige Beckers, Nafisa Collier, Renee Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
He's coached a lot of legends. And then a lot of people criticized him because they felt like why he never decided to challenge himself and coach the men's game. Well, I don't think that made him any less of a coach. I think he knew where his calling was in coaching women's basketball. He saw how dominant he was. 22 years as a coach, 11 national titles. 11 national titles. That included a streak when they went. When Brianna Stewart was there.
4 in a row.
4 in a row. Every year Brianna Stewart was at UConn, she was a national champion. Maya Moore, national champion. Taurasi, national champion. Sue Bird, all these names. So the way I look at it, I don't think he missed out on opportunity coaching men's college basketball.
I think he did what he was supposed to have done.
Huh?
He did what he was supposed to have done.
Yeah. It was meant for him to coach women's basketball, and that's exactly what he did. And he did it well, and he's still doing it to this day. And obviously, he coached for Team USA, and I know there's a lot of people who want to say, that he did a lot of politicking a lot of favoritism towards UConn players, where certain people didn't make the Olympics. But as a coach, he's done good for the game of basketball. Just think about, like I said, all the names alone, that's Hall of Fame names. Nitro said he did challenge himself. He had some bomb squads, but he deserved his respect and accolades. I totally agree. So I don't think he did anything wrong by staying at the women's game. He did his thing, and he's one heck of a coach. So
one of the GOATs.
He is. Obviously,
men or women. One of the GOATs.
Because obviously you talk about him, you talk about obviously Coach K, even though still at Duke. Obviously the late Pat Summitt. You obviously talk about Roy Williams, but just UConn alone just was a powerhouse, and they still are to this day. And obviously Paige Becker, she's going to be the number 1 pick in this year's upcoming WNBA draft. Probably by the Dallas Wings. Hey, Christy, enter that. Enter this. All right, Christy says she'll be here soon. Now joining the show, the great Nick Freeze. Nick Freeze, what up, though?
What it do?
Talking about Gino Auriemma. Just surpassed the all-time winningest coach in college basketball history for men or women's basketball. And I was talking about how a lot of people thought he never challenged himself after he pretty much mastered the women's game going over coaching the men. I felt like he had a calling to coach in the women's game. He stuck to it, and he became one of the greatest to ever do it. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like that's like a stupid ass hater comment.
I agree.
Oh, why didn't he just go? I mean, what's wrong with what he's doing?
Absolutely nothing.
Do these guys who are like career college coaches in basketball and football, do they get criticized for not moving up? Did anybody say anything about Coach K not ever going to the NBA? So it's what's the old saying? If it ain't broke, don't break it.
Bro, what the heck did you just say?
I'm gonna tell you what I thought he said because I was on bullshit last time. So
Okay. No, I said if it ain't broke, don't break it.
oh, don't break it.
Yes.
That's wild.
Jesus, I thought you said something else.
But I think it was just he did his thing as a coach, and he's still gonna be coaching because Nick, 11 national championships in 22 years. Half of his career, he's won a natty, including winning 4 years straight. And the Knicks he could be back in a second. Oh, say Sonny. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Nick disappeared right when Sonny. Dog, I was about to say it's kind of crazy. You disappeared right when Sonny entered the chat, but I was like, I'm just mind my business.
Hey, what up, baby?
But
Sonny, what up with it? You heard?
What up, Sonny? We miss you, girl. But I was saying was, like you said, no one challenged Coach K about never going to the NBA. Tom Izzo, obviously some of the greats, and what he did was what he did. He coached well, and obviously he's still developing and recruiting great superstar talent.
Oh, I'm glad you finished that, John.
Great superstar talent. So, I mean, you think about all the names that I named earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Becca Lobo, Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, Maya Moore, Renee Montgomery, Nafisa Collier, Breonna Stewart, now Paige Beckers.
Hey, and he was over there when they were trash.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they were dirt trash. He literally stood there and went through all the BS up over there to help build that he built that program up. Him. Why would he leave? Why would I leave Rome when I built it?
Yep.
I 100% agree with you, brother. I 100% agree with you. Yeah, we really do miss you, Sonny. Can't wait to see you soon.
Somebody said John looks dapper.
Oh, that was Trunks. Oh, that was
Trunks?
No,
Trunks said you look dapper?
No, Trunks said I looked like Trunks said I looked like the Predator. He said I looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Predator because of my hoodie kept camouflaging with the green screen. Nah, Sister Lee John said I look dapper. Thank you.
Boy. Hey, Mark, I'm about to get up out of here, dog.
I was already walking to the door, dog.
Trunks didn't say that. But yeah, salute to him. Obviously, Mount Rushmore wise, where do we put him as far as
college coaches?
Well, first off, with the women's college coaches, obviously it's him, it's Pat Summitt, it's Tara Vanderveer from Stanford. Now you throw Dawn Staley in that mix.
Yeah.
It's confession time. I always hated on Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I was always Team Pat Summitt. You heard?
Well, you ain't got to tell me twice. Wild Nation, let's go.
And when she didn't like dude, I didn't like dude. It's always been like that with me. But even throughout the hate, dog, he is at the top of I'm like only going as women. Just if you go to college basketball, you have to put him up there with Wooden. It's him, Wooden. You know what I'm saying? He's up there with that, dog. I don't care about men or women's basketball. Like
it don't matter. It don't matter. Nigga, coaching is not easy at all, no matter what level it's on.
Yep.
And had the success that he had, oh yeah, dog, that's not easy.
None whatsoever. And he's had some squads, and obviously, he's had his times when he's won. Look, when you spend half of your career winning natties, of course you're gonna draw a lot of criticism because a lot of people, and that's where I think the hate of him not going to coach in the coach men
but you don't want him to leave.
No.
Why would you want, if you about the sport of women's basketball? Why would you want him to leave?
Mm-hmm.
What he's doing
because they
to go to men?
Because they want to see him fail.
No, fam. He
wouldn't have failed if he wouldn't have failed.
But that's the reason they want him to go, because they want to say, "Oh, challenge yourself," but it's really a backhand comment saying, "We want to see." Oh, we told you he can't coach. Oh, I told you he was only coaching women. He ain't no real good coach.
I wonder if anybody who ever coached any kind of if they ever coach is comparing if it what's better, men or women.
Probably. There's probably a little misogyny in there as well.
I mean, we got a homie who coaches girls basketball, dog. So
that shit ain't easy. Coaching in general is not easy.
It's not easy. Coaching period is not.
Coaching is not easy.
And I don't want anybody to think that coaching women is easier than coaching men.
It is not. Coaching.
No, it ain't.
Listen, me and the homie coached at the same level, both high school.
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you this, I tell them all the time, dog. Coaching boys, it was one of the toughest things I've ever. High school boys, one of the toughest things I ever did. They got to just stand up and fly.
You might give them too much credit.
Probably so.
You really are. But yeah. So.
Oh, you got.
Right now we're watching the
why did
group play in the NBA Cup right now.
Brandon Ingram don't want to win. All right, cool.
The Warriors are up 2 points with 1.8 seconds left against the Pelicans in New Orleans. News broke before the show, guys. CAA has parted ways with Zion Williamson.
The CIA?
CAA.
Oh.
Maybe he's being investigated by the CIA. I don't know, but I know CAA announced that they're no longer representing Zion Williamson as a client.
Mm-mm.
All right, go and get that nigga LeBron. I mean, Clutch.
Well, that's exactly what I said. I was like, Rich Paul on line one.
You mean LeBron? Yeah, Rich Paul.
And next thing I say was, he needs to be with Rich Paul because Zion's taking kind of a hit image-wise because people wondering his commitment to the game. We know when he's out there, this dude is special. Like as in talent.
Relax, Mark.
Not that special, Mark. Relax.
John, you relax too.
What?
You didn't have to acknowledge what he said. We all knew.
But anyway. But when he's out there, he's healthy, and now his report said he's gonna miss more time because of this hamstring injury.
This is a shot right there.
Yeah, that nigga ain't been the same since them Paul George shoes.
That was crazy. I remember watching the game that night.
That nigga ain't been the same since Mariah.
Trump said it might not be his commitment; he might just be injury prone.
It's definitely he's injury prone.
Anybody who didn't see this coming had to be blind, dog.
I mean, you sent him to New Orleans. You sent a guy with an appetite to New Orleans. What you expect?
Yeah, appetite for women too.
Imagine if he'd have went to New York.
It'd have been worse.
It'd have been a whole lot worse.
He would have ran all the little ice spices running around, giving them a bunch.
He probably had.
What did you just say?
He probably had 12 kids already.
That's insane.
Yeah. That nigga from South Carolina? That nigga ain't ready for all that.
Well, he made the mistake going to the other school in North Carolina instead of just going to the real school in North Carolina. Candace says it's about discipline.
Nah,
Kansas, but if no one's
injured, his problem is that
it won't even matter.
His problem is that he needs to lose like about 15 pounds, and like if he's gonna have that weight, he needs to transfer it into like he needs to be more lean, or because the thing is his game, he's too explosive and crazy pause, and so the pressure. This is about to get worse. The pressure that his knees get from all this jumping and everything he get. Yeah, I told you it gets worse from all this jumping and shit. It's not helping with his weight. He can't be like 280. And the thing is, he's only like 6'6". If he was like 6'10", with the weight that he has, it'll be something different. But he's shorter, so he has to jump higher and all that other. It's just like you said, Marcus, it's just simple physiology.
Yeah.
He been in the league 4 years, maybe 5. It's still the same with
Yeah,
with him.
it's injuries.
And Trump said he should be built like LeBron.
No, he's not. LeBron was lean when he first got into the league. He started gaining muscle as he started getting older. Zion is just he's a football player. He has a football player's body. He should be playing defensive tackle next to Jordan Davis.
Yeah. Dog, you gotta think when LeBron came in the league, he was 260, but he didn't look 260.
I don't even think he was 260. I'm gonna be honest, he's probably like 240. But like you said, he was like real lean.
Dog, Zion was 280-ish.
Yeah, 285.
And he looked all of 315.
Yeah. He didn't carry his weight well. No, he's not Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph wasn't athletic.
All right.
Zach Randolph was a better player.
Yeah.
Joining the show,
skill wise for sure.
Yeah, we got some Philly representation in the house. He's the host of the Life Being Life podcast. He's a family member of the show. You saw him on our draft show, our NFC East two-a-days. He's back in the building. He was supposed to be with us during the Philly show a few weeks ago, but now he's back and feeling better than ever. Our boy Nye Charles in the building, the host of the Life Being Life podcast. What up, Chuck?
You, what it do, kinfolk and skinfolk?
What it do?
What's up with it, bro?
Hey, man, I'm glad I could get back in here with y'all. I was definitely supposed to get with y'all. Caught pneumonia. That joint wrecked me. My body's still recovering. I feel like Ace after he got shot. My body different, breathing different.
So, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That pneumonia ain't no joke for real.
Bro,
can't be dropping no paid in full references here. They don't know about paid in full like that.
Bro, that's exactly how it feels, like literally to the letter, man. Like you go to the doctor and somebody tell you got fluid on your lungs. It's crazy. Like,
speaking of paid in full, I'm about to ask a question. Hope y'all. I just want a serious answer. What's up? Was Belly overrated?
No.
Yes.
Thank you.
What?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes. If we keep it a thou wow, Belly is overrated. We love it as an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like as an experience, it's enjoyable, right? You know what I'm saying? It's memorable. As a movie, as an actual movie, it's kind of shit.
This is blasphemy. What are we talking about here?
Yeah. And cinema is trash. It's a long video. It looks like it was ran by Hype Williams. It looks like it was ran by Hype Williams.
Just like Juice.
Hype did the movie.
Ooh, not Juice. Not a shot at Juice.
Like Juice?
No, not Juice. Nah, I can't get on that train. I'm
just fucking with y'all.
I'll meet y'all.
But yeah. Belly overrated, bro. If we gonna keep it all the way a stack, Belly's overrated. As a cinematic movie, it's overrated. As an experience, man, you watch it, you enjoy it, it sticks with you. But like
the first 2 minutes,
you know what I'm saying? Like Belly's really not the movie you watch for anything but nostalgia.
Ooh, you know something? I ain't seen Belly in a long time, so you might be right.
With good reason.
Right now. After you pass the first scene, said Belly.
Come on, man.
Right now.
And get over the little chocolate system. After that, you done.
I'm about to say, Terrell Hicks is probably the thing you remember most from Belly, man.
Oh, with the blue light, nigga.
Yeah, it's not 12. It's not 12 lines from Belly people really remember, man. It's not 12 lines people from Belly really remember.
I don't know.
Niggas better remember the plot.
A good strong 7 or 9. It's not 12, yo.
But I'll say this: part of that didn't age well, knowing that DMX was taking advantage of that little what that beat was actually playing 16. That part didn't age well.
No, it didn't.
The R. Kelly right there?
No, it didn't. You can't quote that line. Can't quote that line Shorty said on the phone to T.Y. Can't quote that. No.
Trying to say I watch almost I watch Almost Christmas every year, but haven't watched Belly since it came out.
Exactly, y'all.
Shit, like about 15 years ago, it been on BET every single damn day.
Facts.
My bad, y'all.
Not a Baby Boy?
Baby Boy.
Not more than Baby Boy. Not more than Baby Boy.
Baby Boy is trash.
BET must got stock in Baby Boy the way they run that movie, yo.
Baby Boy
And Soul Plane
on BET since 2006.
Dog.
What up, Cody? Hey, Cody, again, thanks again for the shirt, brother.
Here, everyone, let's man, but glad to be back on with y'all, man.
Most definitely.
Chuck, you a coach, right? You like Mark and Nick.
Yes, sir.
You coach.
Yes, sir.
In the chat, we was having a conversation about Gino. Give us your thoughts on him making this iconic accomplishment, and obviously what he's done for his career.
There's things you could not like about Gino, right? Like maybe how he's handled certain situations. I heard you mention earlier the whole thing with Team USA, you know, how he handled that roster selection. But I also heard that whack bar about people saying, oh, well, he didn't challenge himself. Like, that's dumb. I don't hear y'all say that about Jay Wright. I don't hear nobody say Jay Wright didn't challenge himself when he was coaching at Villanova and being excellent. And the Sixers was dying to get him when he said he was leaving Nova. Mm-hmm. The Sixers was dying to get him, going to send anybody to his crib, go to his kids' schools or whatever. He's like, no, I'm actually retiring to enjoy life. Like, I'm cool. Y'all got it. And B's not enough for me to decide to go coach in the pros. I did my thing in college. That's good enough. And that's the way it should be, because it's like, it's not like you guarantee the college like a chip every year. Like I said in the comments, Gino had bomb squads. Don't get me wrong. Gino had some bomb squads where it's like they're smacking teams every year. And he had a couple of those, you know, the Taurasi and Bird team, the teams that had Maya Moore and Renee Montgomery on it. You know what I'm saying? The Stewie team. So yeah, he's had some death squads, but at the same time, you got to be able to coach him, because we see plenty of these teams every year have talent and go home.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Tennessee didn't win it every year. Candace Parker was there, no matter how talented that team was. LSU was an extremely talented team, and they won one. Even South Carolina, as sterling as they are now and as great as Don Staley is a coach, they don't win every year. So you got to respect somebody who, and I didn't know that stat until you said it, John, 11 out of 22?
Yeah, I found that out yesterday. He's been coaching 22 seasons.
50% for a career?
11 years, he's in the season with a natty. So
that's
50% chips for a career is insane.
Unheard of.
Literally unheard of.
Like I said, you got to put up there with the GOAT. No matter who man.
You got to. You got to.
He up there with John Wooden with me. For me.
Absolutely. He's in that rarefied air. You can't say otherwise. Yep. Because that's dominance. That's dominance from the coaching seat. That means also that he had to evolve as the time evolved. Yep. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy who started coaching when pretty much almost everybody who was in college hoops had to stay at least 3 years. Now he's in the season of the NIL.
Yep.
And he's still putting together the teams that he's putting together. He's still drawing the talent, you know what I'm saying, and recruiting the talent that he still got. So listen, like I said, there's reasons to dislike Gino, but to spit on, you know, him staying as a college coach is a weak argument, and it's disingenuous. Because again, y'all not holding all these other college coaches that do that. Y'all not holding their feet to the fire like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if I got to have success coaching in high school ball and in rec ball, and that's where I was getting all my chips, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing stuff for these kids, helping them get to the next level or make something out of their life. You're not gonna make me feel bad that I didn't coach at such and such university and I didn't coach pro. You're not gonna make me feel bad at all.
Yep, I'm with you, bro. I was also mentioning, Chuck, before you got in the chat about Zion. Having a conversation about Zion. CAA announced that they're no longer representing him. So I'm assuming Clutch or Rock Nation are finna be Clutch or Rock Nation are finna step up to the plate. I personally told him Rich Paul on line one because I think Rich Paul obviously is the man right now, and I'm nothing against Rock Nation or anything, but I think he needs to be with Clutch, and obviously you have that resource in LeBron. Fat, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with Fat, dog? Fat says Sue Bird was my crush until she turned into Ellen. Wow.
Well, she didn't turn into Ellen.
Yo, that's drastic. Not Ellen. Oh man.
Wait.
Not Ellen.
Sue Bird? Nah,
Sue Bird. Sue Bird as a crush is kind of wild though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Sue Bird been looking crazy my whole life.
No,
Sue Bird is crazy.
Oh no, dog.
No, because she's not married to Sue Bird is not engaged to Ellen. She's engaged to Megan Rapinoe from the U.S. soccer team. That's crazy. But
back to Zion though. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm with you. Clutch is what I would have even before you said it. That's the first thing that came to my mind is him ending up with Clutch Sports. Because he would need that that Rich Paul level of muscle to, try to recoup his next contract situation, right? Because it's not looking good, man. Like he's looking like he's looking like a huge disappointment. We know that he struggles to stay healthy. We saw how he looked like he lost weight in the beginning of the season, but he doesn't look like he'll ever be that generational talent that we thought he was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, it'll take a Rich Paul to give him a nice little rebrand or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's going to be able to bend people's ears. But like I said, they got to repackage it because the next great thing, he's not going to be that. You can't sell that no more. You can't sell nobody on that. Because he's either not going to be as explosive anymore or he's not going to stay healthy.
Do you think it's injuries or lack of commitment with Zion?
I think it's a 50-50 ball on that. Well, no, I'll say 60-40 injuries. Okay. I definitely think initially it's a lack of commitment because you knew you was fat when you got to the league, bro. So everything needed to be on, getting yourself to a steady playing weight. And every time we saw him look like he started getting towards the playing weight, we saw him later on and it's like, okay, so you just fuck what you just did, huh? You just gonna go back to being fat, huh? Oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? And as a fat nigga, I know it's not easy to keep weight off, but I also am not getting paid millions to keep the weight off. So
yep.
You ain't lying about that.
So, you know what I'm saying? He has a different level of motivation. And if that can't motivate you to stay focused on that, because the stuff you're doing with the women, you get to do that in the off season. But if you can't manage to stay focused on keeping your body in shape because that's your money maker, then I don't know what else can motivate you. If money and legacy can't motivate you, I don't know what else can.
I hear this every day when it comes because I saw our guy Trunks. He was in the chat saying he should be built like LeBron, and like Nick said, they're two different sizes. Zion 6'6" heights. Zion 6'6". LeBron came in the league 6'8", 6'9", whatever.
Yeah.
Relax. Why do you don't think a lot of people approach LeBron about what he's doing to stay in the league for 23 years? You're not gonna be as great like
not everybody can do what LeBron does. Some niggas are just built different.
He's a mutant, man.
Yeah.
No, but John.
No, I'm not saying that, but go ahead, Mark.
What John is saying is the commitment to your body, the commitment to showing up every day, the commitment. When he said, ask Bron, what is he doing for him to be in the league 23 years? You're not going to be LeBron. We're not saying that.
Never.
But just you owe it to your body to at least put the work in every day. It's the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying he gonna be as good as him, but just what are you doing to show up every day?
So the story was
it's even more than the work ethic, though, right? Because when we look about it, like LeBron said, that the amount that they say he spent on his body is not accurate. He's not spending that high of an amount, but he is spending a considerable amount to maintain his body. Like y'all, I don't know if y'all caught the starting five joint on Netflix, where he was talking about his routine, and even just to something as simple as he got naps planned out throughout the day that like nobody knows to go there. Like if your own wife is like, yo, you're gonna have to get to LeBron after his nap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a level of religion to your own body and discipline and commitment, like you said, that allows him to stay in the league for as long as he has and still be as great as he has because he maintained his moneymaker. He upkept the machine. You get a nice car, after a while, that car shouldn't be running on the road anymore. But if you did that extras for the maintenance, instead of just trying to make it look good, that thing running way longer than people think it should.
Yep. Candace said players should be studying LeBron.
All you gotta do is just ask. I mean, like I said, just figure out what does it take? You're not gonna mimic his type regimen. Well, what does it take? Like, what are the steps to go through to try to have a healthy career?
And I think he lying about how much he spent.
The latest story is he spent $1 million a year on his body training with Navy SEALs.
Right.
Now he did that shit in Miami.
I think it's over $1 million.
Look, let's just be real.
I thought the number was higher than that.
I wouldn't be.
I thought the rumor number was higher than that.
I really think it's at 1.5. If what I was told was true, is closer to 1.5.
Look,
that makes sense.
LeBron, the way he goes about shit it's more than just what he did when he got into the league. This shit was established when the nigga was playing at AAU.
Yep.
You know, for him, basketball was a way to escape what was going on around him. People really forget, like LeBron really grew up in a fucked up area.
In the trenches.
Yeah, like people forget about that for some reason. That's why when people be like, oh, LeBron's soft and this and that, I'm like, I don't think y'all really realize where this nigga grew up at.
Well, I think that he went to a private school. That's
why.
That nigga went to a private school because of his talent.
Because he can hoop.
Not because his mama could afford it. Because of his talent. His talent got him there.
But have y'all ever been to the area? Have y'all ever been to the area where the school is? When I tell y'all poverty surrounds that entire area. I went out there to go coach for the Shooting Stars tournament that he has out there.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it is literally as you're going up the expressway and you coming closer, homelessness, trap houses, boarded up, just like mad, like poverty. Literally, I don't even have another word for it. Mad poverty. And then you get close to the block where the school is and it start looking a little bit of nice. You see maybe some industrial, type situations across the street. But it is really like, even though that was a private school, like y'all saying, even though that was a private school, it was right across the street from the hood, and that's when I went well after LeBron was an adult. You know what I'm saying? So by the time he was in school, it probably was even more dangerous because they probably had more activity.
Mm-hmm.
It's now that he had the money to put back into the school and put back into the area. Why was it even safe for us to be there? So yeah.
From class act.
Candace said, nah, he's not soft. He just carries himself well.
And Fast says, so because he grew up there, he can't be soft. Hey, sounds like we be careful.
Could be. But soft would be subjective too, like unless you're talking about like Embiid or you talking about like Dwight Howard. That's a different type of soft, but
we don't talk about Embiid too, because
You know, if you're talking about like that type of soft, Ben Simmons soft, then all right, cool. But like soft compared to what? Soft compared to who?
I don't know. He's saying it's just soft in general. Like he's not a tough dude. Right?
He should not. He don't have to be tough.
He shouldn't be a tough guy. He just got to be mentally tough.
He makes $65 million a year. He don't need to be a tough guy.
He didn't need to be a tough guy. His talent had him to the point where he didn't have to be no tough guy. The tough guys want to be around him.
Y'all hear LaMelo Ball might go to LA?
Where? What the watch? What, sitting courtside or something?
You about to go visit?
Well, for where?
I heard, but he ain't gonna be wearing no purple and gold if he come out here.
No,
definitely can't.
How y'all gonna get him? I want to know this.
I don't know. That's the rumor.
Yeah, it must be the Clippers. It definitely can't be the
Lakers. Out here, his dad not fucking with the Lakers.
I'm trying to figure out how the heck y'all gonna make that happen. If Ballmer didn't want to pay George, but y'all gonna pick up LaMelo Ball's contract, and he just is injury prone too.
But he's younger though. He's younger than PG too.
Hell yeah, he's been more healthy than PG too.
Hey Fat, how would y'all get him? Is the question we asking?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know, but that's the rumor.
It has to start with either with. I'm assuming that it has to be something, a deal sitting around Terrence Mann and Zubats to happen, just because you got to make the money work.
Candace said Embiid and Rudy are in the same.
One and the same.
Yep.
Wow. I hate Rudy, but I can't go that far.
Why would he leave the Hornets? Might be better for him though. Well, I think the Hornets probably just won't forever. They sound like Brandon. What else? Sports PSP.
Brandon Miller's been balling though. Like
he's the real deal.
I watched that game yesterday. That nigga was going crazy.
I said if Kwame Brown can get traded for
Kyle Gasol, anything's possible. Yeah, but trying to
Nah, that was the magic of Jerry West, man.
That's too, Fred. You had Jerry West playing both sides of the fence on that.
Yeah, Jerry West looking out for his protege.
Oh, Fat has a message for you, Nick.
Yeah. I know it's gonna happen eventually.
Hey, Chuck, you know any brothers who like Notre Dame?
Only ever met one.
Well, there's a second one in the comments.
Oh man,
my homie Ethan is a black person who likes Notre Dame
and Florida State. What up, Marshall? What JT?
The and Florida State was hate, John.
Florida State. But Notre Dame. Who from Notre Dame got him hooked? It had to be a player.
Tim Brown, Rocky Ishmael, probably.
When they was balling in the 80s.
That's what I'm saying. It had to be a player or a specific team, and he just stuck with it ever since. Because I don't see it.
All right. Since you here, he said Rocket watch him out. Hey man, Rocket Ishmael. He was Rocket.
Yeah. Okay.
Rocket was nice, but obviously
one of my first Halloween costumes was a Notre Dame player. Kind of scary.
Well,
who? Rudy?
Hey, don't mention that around Joe Montana.
What the fuck Joe Montana gonna do? You gonna sit his old ass down too? Fuck him.
They said that movie is so fabricated.
Yeah, I heard that too. But it looks it, don't it?
You tell. They said Joe.
Who would have thought a Hollywood movie is fabricated? I never would have thought that.
The irony, right? But now, I heard Matt Tyrell talk about this when the first time he met Rudy at a Notre Dame game.
Rudy Gobert?
No, the dude from the Notre Dame guy.
Who said this?
What? He met up with his girlfriend?
Hey, yo.
Anything Matt Ty says.
Oh, man.
Y'all crazy, man. But I want to bring up something before we get to the Embiid talk, because obviously
Fast USC is fabricated.
Uh-huh.
Y'all seen the news that Bron's leaving social media, right?
Oh, that means about to start going crazy.
So best Notre Dame player ended up playing baseball instead. That was Jeff Samardzija, according to Cody. He was a adult football player at Notre Dame, but
You said he was an adult football player?
No, adult. He was a good wide receiver at Notre Dame, but he just like, you know what?
Was he a tight end first?
No, he was not. Relax.
Wait, is that always said adult?
I said dope.
Oh,
but he ended up going to play for the Cubs. He ended up getting drafted by the Cubs.
Cubs, crazy.
I said,
wait,
Cubs.
their best football player ended up being a baseball player?
Yeah, he went from being a football to a baseball player. He went from throwing the ball.
Wait, who said that he was the best one? I highly doubt that. I ain't gonna disrespect Notre Dame that badly.
No, the best football player in Notre Dame history of mine is Tim Brown.
He went from catching the ball to playing with bats. That's crazy.
Tim Brown, the best college Notre Dame player that I've ever saw. Then it'd probably be Jerome Bettis.
I'm not mad at that.
I ain't mad at that either.
All right, but I can't get mad at that.
I can't argue. Who you gonna say? I want to know who. Bats brings up Rocket Ishmael, but I know he's not. No respect to Rocky. He's not effing with Tim Brown. Like,
we all know the greatest Notre Dame player is Brady Quinn.
Tim Brown got. Told him he was throwing hate.
What you said, Nate?
Brady.
We all know the best Notre Dame player is Brady Quinn.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, Joe Montana 2.0.
No, I was watching Good Morning Football yesterday.
Oh no, that was Jimmy Clausen.
That was Jimmy Clausen. They called Jimmy Clausen Joe Montana 2.0. They was lost their fucking mind.
No, y'all running through a bunch of overrated ass quarterbacks, dog.
They all with the Notre Dame.
I forgot what school did he go to in the Valley? I forgot.
Notre Dame.
Jim, he went to Oak. He went to where Montana's son went, Oaks Christian.
Yeah, that's where he went.
They play with Wood.
No.
Mark. You all right, dog?
Well, me, I'm chilling, dog.
But so LeBron leaving social media, and this comes off this post from Rich Kleiman, Kevin Durant's business associate, talking about how Twitter and social media is successful. I'm paraphrasing. But hey, and he at the end said LeBron and JJ's podcast on the Olympics was a safe space or some. I'm paraphrasing. I can go find the real tweet, but he's basically saying like sports is supposed to bring people together, not divide people.
And they said that their podcast was dividing people.
No, he's saying that JJ and LeBron's podcast was one of the best things a part of social media. So I'm gonna find.
Oh, okay.
And he made this tweet. Okay, here we go. With so much hate and negativity in the world, it confuses me why some of the national sports media will still think the best way to cover sports is through negative takes. We can all acknowledge that sports is the last part of society that universally brings people together. So why can't coverage do the same? It's only clickbait when you see it, when the platform is so big. You can make the change and allow us to all an escape from real life negativity. I for one find it all waste of breath. The Olympics and JJ and Bron show was the future of what this can and should be. Then LeBron responded, basically saying, "Amen, brother." And I'm paraphrasing because I can't find the actual tweet. "Amen, brother. I'm going to be leaving social media for a minute. I'm out." Let me be perfectly clear with Rich Kleiman. He's right on the part about the negativity part. Who's his business partner again?
I don't know, who is it?
He is the co-owner of 35 Ventures. Who wears number 35 in the NBA?
Oh, KD.
What is Kevin Durant known for?
Being soft on social media.
Burner accounts. Come on, man.
Get the burners.
And again, what Rich said is valid. But don't paint the narrative that is just y'all. That is just the media. Y'all want to dictate your own message. Like I said this, Chuck, when Kevin Durant called out Stephen A. about in The Athletic. And like we said, we had criticism of Stephen A. on the show all the time.
Me.
Particularly Mark. But don't come out here saying he's a clown and this and that when you had the dude on the boardroom. When you were on First Take. When you had him as one of the commentators on your Stephon Marbury documentary. You can't paint the narrative.
But that's what LeBron is known for doing. LeBron is known for trying to put the narrative in a chokehold. He's known for that.
What he's saying about Bron too. And Chuck was going where I was going. I love Bron. I said it always on the show many times. I feel Bron is next to Shaq is probably the most calculated athlete I've ever seen when it comes to his moves. Everybody's playing.
I don't think so.
You think who you think?
Jordan. It's just Jordan was in social media era.
Good. Okay.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'll get you there. I'll get you right there.
Jordan played more. Everything he did was about branding.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
He was free of social media and everything else that come with that.
And I say this always with Bron. He was the first superstar of anything that grew up in social media.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
True.
And I think this all came after the Lakers played Utah the other night when Dalton Connect went crazy. Because everybody says LeBron be capping on social media. So you ain't never seen Dalton Connect play. Who the heck did see Dalton play at Tennessee? Come on, man. Let's not. What up, KC?
Brown is known as a notorious liar, like just for no reason. He be lying about shit for no reason.
Positive media outlet. I have to wonder.
Yeah, he is fat.
I can see that.
But
I can see that.
Chuck, you gotta understand.
Oh no, Bron's closest thing we got to basketball. Jesus.
I ain't gonna go there.
No, he's not.
Well, I can see him opening up a positive sports outlet, probably ran by athletes too. They probably have a lot of contributions from athletes because who's going to tell their story better? You know what I'm saying, than themselves.
I 100% agree. And obviously, I go to Draymond Green. So now Draymond Green, obviously, y'all saw what happened last week when the Warriors played the Grizzlies. By the way, Lonzo said the Heat wanted to draft Zach Edey, by the way. Zach Edey was on the ground, and Draymond Green pulled him by the leg. Taylor Jenkins was wondering why was the rule of flagrant one in real time. And obviously, a week later, after a review over the weekend, it was ruled a flagrant one. Draymond, and then you have some people like Kendrick Perkins and obviously Taylor Jenkins, who's the coach of the Grizzlies, calling for Draymond to get suspended. Here's my thing Draymond has to understand now. Everything he does now it's been under a microscope. It is going to stay under a microscope because it's only going to get anything he does, everyone's going to think is dirty. And sure. Now you look at the situation. He goes on his podcast saying that, they only want to be suspended so they can have so we can only for clicks.
I think LeBron is on BS with this one.
Well, what you think? I mean, it's Draymond, and it's a bigger topic I'm gonna get to as we talk about Embiid. But there's a story coming out that the NBA is losing, his viewership is down.
Oh my God!
And rightfully so.
And let me be clear, it's people, and I heard this on the radio the other day. People around our age us and guys like Nick. You got us. We're not going anywhere. We'll watch a full basketball game. We got the game on right now here in the studio. We'll watch a full basketball game. It don't matter.
Right.
But the younger generation that's coming up, that's around Nick's age, less younger than Nick, they consume things and highlights. They consume with their phone and watching and seeing reels and everything.
Basketball viewership is down. I said this 4 years ago. Steph Curry unintentionally ruined basketball.
You think the 3-point shot is ruining basketball?
Yes. Nobody want to see fucking 7-footer shoot threes. Nobody want to see that.
I do. But here's the thing about it, where that theory that Steph ruined basketball has a little bit of credence. It has a little bit of credence in the fact that it's a copycat league, right? I have no problem with 7-footers shooting 3-pointers. I have a problem with every team trying to be the Warriors.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Teams are destroying their rosters left and right. They're messing up their play styles left and right, trying to rebuild the Dynasty Warriors. You don't have the pieces for that. They had the players for that. They had the personnel for that. And most importantly, they had the Steph Curry for that. Mm-hmm. So everybody trying to reproduce that definitely hurt the product to a certain degree. But one of the main reasons why viewership is down is because where can you see the games? You can't just go and watch the games. When I grew up, you knew what channels the games was going to be on. You knew Sunday was the NBA on NBC. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. We knew what time it was.
Yep.
Now, without you having not just cable, without you having the correct streaming service, even if you get League Pass, which really turns out to be, some BS, because you done paid for League Pass to see the games that you can't see on ESPN, and they're not there neither because they blacked out because they didn't sell out the games. People not being able to see their team's local games. Like, what the hell is that? The fact that you can't even see your own home team games. So, of course, viewership is down because now why would you, as outside of the people who are like, hoops junkies like myself, or, sports people like yourself, or even sport content creators like yourself, why would you stay invested in a product that's not invested in you as a consumer?
Yep.
They making all this money, with all these exclusive deals, so you can watch the game here, but you can't watch half of the games anywhere. There's nobody who gets to see no matter who your favorite team is, you don't get to see every game. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So of course I'm gonna watch less.
Wait. Candace, I disagree with what Candace said, because she said NFL viewing is not down.
NFL viewing is at an all-time high.
They bounced back. NFL recovered really good. Because they definitely hit a slump, but they recovered really good.
They hit a slump for a year and a half because everybody fell into the Kaepernick thing. When that happened, it hurt their viewership for like a year and a half. Once people got over that shit, it went right back to what people look. People cannot stop watching football. Football is the number one sport in America. It has taken over baseball. The Super Bowl is an unofficial holiday.
In fact, they're actually benefiting from their TV deals. Thursday night football is actually a good thing for them. Whereas like I said, the NBA got the different places where you can watch it. Okay, well, it used to be TNT, your ESPN, and then like I said, your local channels. But when's the last time you got to sit there and watch an NBA game on a Sunday on regular TV channel? Outside of Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
NBA or NFL, Chuck?
NBA. I'm saying, like, that's why the NBA is hurting, because the NFL got it right.
Yep.
The NFL got it right. They made sure that you could get your proper dose of NFL games, and then they expand with all these other NFL options. Then they have Red Zone. Then they get with Amazon and give you, Thursday night football. Like, that's after they made sure that things was established. The NBA just so busy trying to make money and still can't nobody watch the damn games.
Hey, KC Sports, NFL, after this year, the NFL is taking over Christmas.
Right,
yes, they will. Yes, they will.
NFL last year got to realize how crazy the viewership is for Christmas and say, NBA, y'all not having this no more. This is ours.
Hey, dog, do y'all realize, and I know we talk about the actual sport of football, but on this Christmas, they got whoever is going to Houston, and they got Beyonce performing at halftime.
Texans Ravens.
Damn,
come on, man.
Basketball on Christmas is over.
Over with.
They got Chiefs Steelers the first game, and then they got
that shit is a wrap.
Ravens Texans.
Because listen, you know how we look for the halftime during the Super Bowl? It's gonna be the same way during the Christmas games. I promise you that.
Yep.
Every year they will start a tradition of having somebody come out there performing whatever. This is what part of Jay-Z's playing is. We're gonna have somebody come out here. Shout out to Lil Wayne. Go do it next year probably. Get somebody to go out there and perform during the halftime.
Nick, you all right, man?
What happened?
Watch.
Most folks, including me, can't watch Thursday Night Football because I'm not paying a subscription to Amazon for that BS.
We're not gonna act like people don't share passwords, though, dog. We're not gonna act like that. Don't pay.
Just go to somebody's house, dog. Go to a bar. There's different ways to watch.
There you go.
I got a fire stick like me.
There you go.
Go to a website. I ain't gonna say the website because they might shut the show down. But go to a website and go ahead and look at it.
No, name that website. Everything about to get shut down.
And that's why I ain't saying nothing.
Place to watch all NFL games for me. That's because YouTube now has Sunday Ticket. But I watch Red Zone. I live off the Red Zone. Red Zone.
There's nothing wrong with Red Zone. Red Zone is
nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Red Zone.
Yo, you all right, man?
What happened?
The NFL, you gotta wait to rewatch the state of the moment.
Y'all think the NFL deal is better than the NBA TV deal? It depends on what you mean. What you mean better? Who's it better for? NBA.
Boom.
The NBA players make more money off of their deal than the NFL players do.
Yo, that was the perfect answer.
In general.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That was the perfect answer, Mark.
It all depends on who you saying who's better for it, dog. For us fans, NFL.
Cody said, I mean, NFL is just a perk. I buy too many Amazon packs. I just buy
the 4 games on accident.
Exactly. I ordered something last week on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch Thursday Night Football. Cool. But this is where, and I said, I Chuck and Nick, Mark, I said this about 3 years ago. I had a conversation with my pastor after the Super Bowl between Tampa Bay and Kansas City, because CBS promoted how it had these streaming numbers that were record setting on their app, and I think this is right when they were getting involved with Paramount Plus. And I said this then: football, sports, and live television, as we know it, is going to be different 5 years from now. And now look, TNT's out of the NBA game. ESPN has because they got ESPN, and you got ESPN Plus.
Who's the NFL equivalent to LeBron popularity wise?
Is it Mahomes? Well,
that might actually be.
That might be the closest approximate.
Yeah.
I think so,
yeah. It would be Mahomes, but even Mahomes isn't nowhere close to the popularity. So that's the closest you can get.
Only reason why I say that is because LeBron has that effect of either you love him or you hate him.
Same thing with Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes, very polarized.
Mahomes is getting to that point. You know what I'm saying?
When you have more haters than appreciators, then you know you're very good at what you're doing.
You're doing well.
Yep.
And that's where Mahomes is getting to that point where he's getting more haters than fans.
Yeah. Well, the rest don't. Never mind.
The rest don't.
The rest don't help nothing.
Yeah, you don't help the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, the rest ain't helping the popularity vote
at all.
They not helping at all.
You know someone else who says that they were experiencing a lot of hate lately?
Who?
Joel Embiid.
Like, nigga, shut up.
All right.
He deserves it. He deserves every bit of it.
Man.
I can't wait till this nigga trade to the Liberty.
Yo, that's
Mark.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Mahomes can win 5 more championships.
Jonquel Jones
as LeBron.
Jonquel Jones more sturdy than Embiid, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
Ain't that Torian Prince doppelganger?
Yo, what's wrong with you?
That's crazy. Torian Prince?
You said Mahomes is
no. No, he said Jonquel Jones is Torian Prince doppelganger. That's crazy. That's crazy. You ain't had to violate that woman like that, dog. You ain't had to violate her like that. What'd she do to you?
Shit, you catch her on the right day, she might violate somebody else.
That's hilarious, dog. What the heck is wrong with Nick, man?
Yo,
my fault, y'all.
That's hilarious.
Jonquel Jones and Torian Prince. Well,
oh my god.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Usually the bras that got a mouth like Herbie. Oh wait, wrong show. My fault. Wrong show.
Wait a minute.
Wrong show. My fault.
But I want to talk about it.
You said one word bras?
What were you saying about Embiid, bro?
This shit went off the hinges.
For those who don't know, our boy Charles is Philly, and obviously the Sixers have been in the news lately. So after they got got pretty much smashed by the Heat on Monday. This team meeting happened. That Kyle Lowry orchestrates his team meeting, and I was somehow word of the meeting got leaked to Shams, and they said Tyrese Maxey called out Embiid for always being late, his conditioning, and not being engaged. As far as with the team, I don't know. He's already married. As far as you know, and Embiid was like, he wants to know who leaked out the story. Paul George was upset about it because he said that person's a piece of you know what, and he broke trust. Well, I'll put it like this: somebody, if that happens, clearly there's something wrong in that franchise. The Sixers are not this, should not be 2-11. 2-11. Embiid's out tonight and he's out Sunday. Nick.
What happened?
Yo, what is wrong with you?
What?
Nick. That's diabolical, dog.
Adidas stands for all the. Wait.
Why are you reading like your own writing, dog? What are you?
Oh, that was me. Oh, my fault.
Dude, no.
The fact that he read it like somebody else wrote it is insane. That is nefarious, dog.
like somebody else wrote it.
My fault, y'all.
All right.
That is nefarious.
What's going on with the Sixers? And
they two best players are two of their top three players, my fault, are basically extremely frail. Look, Paul George went up over there, demanded the damn max contract, and this nigga's putting up worse numbers than Tobias Harris.
Yeah,
Tobias
really
Harris
close.
went over there to Detroit and is a baller for them this year. He looks like a player that they needed up over there in Detroit.
Yep.
And remember all this offseason, Paul George is over there taking pop shots at the Clippers, saying all this and that, talking about they was lowballing them and all this stuff. And look what's going on now. And then Embiid, dog. I understand Embiid, you felt like you got robbed for MVP once or twice beforehand, which I agree. You should have won MVP before the one you won. But you basically cried your way into this MVP because, in all honesty, it could have been Joker 3 years in a row. But, dog, you need to realize this. This team went through a lot with you supposed to be the focal point for the change. They went through the process. They trusted the process. And the product that the process is giving them is not what they expected. You have not gotten past the second round, dog. The second round. And you've been one of the best players in the league for a long time. Cool. So for you to be acting the way you acting, let's just be blunt. Dog, you don't want to be there. Just go ahead and say it. You're trying to force your way up out of Philly. We all know it. Nobody's talking about it, but that's what's going on. You're trying to force your way out of Philly.
He can go to New York.
Which New York?
The Liberty.
What's wrong with you?
Mark, relax, man. But no, they need to realize this, dog. He needs to be out of that locker room by the trade deadline. The trade deadline, he needs to be gone. I don't care if he comes back and he's playing well. Get him away from y'all. Because at this point, he's just going to keep losing value. You got Maxey under contract already. You paid Paul George all this money for some apparent reason.
The rookie the Sixers got is a baller.
He's about to win Rookie of the Year.
It's
going crazy. He is going. No, he's been number one. Even right now, the odds is him number one, and I think Zach Edey number 2, and somebody else is number 3, and then Dalton Connect's number 4.
Dalton Connect should be number. All right.
He shouldn't be.
Why should he be number 1, John? Because he scored 37 the other night.
Come on, man. You know white boys with the Lakers.
John, he scored 37 the other night. That's it. Just relax, John. I understand. He had a good game.
I'm talking about what I've seen from this kid all year.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing. He hasn't been playing than dude.
He has been playing better than a nigga from under 76ers.
And he can kick rocks.
No, John, you're being biased, dog.
Now, Candace, I agree with you. Connect should be higher. I probably will have.
Yeah, he should be higher than that. He should be higher than number 4. I think he should be like number 2 or number 3.
He should be at least number 2.
I have him 2, but old boy from Philly, Duke going crazy once he played the fingernail.
Look, here's the thing. Everybody went look. Hey, Mark, they was going crazy off of him dropping that 37, right? Duke already dropped 30, like 34 before that. Then he dropped 20. Then he dropped 20 again. Then he got 20 before that. The nigga's been dropping 20 ever since Maxey been hurt.
Yeah, 30 tonight. He had 30 tonight.
You feel what I'm saying? He's making it look easy. And he went to Duke, unfortunately.
Nick, you said Nick said Embiid should be gone.
Embiid should be gone for sure.
He's more efficient and effective to me than McCain. I'm not mad at that. He's also a third option.
Exactly.
Yeah, they 2 different roles.
Yeah, 2 different roles.
By the way,
2 different roles.
And that's the other thing why I'm not 100% so much higher on McCain than Connect, because you know, McCain, especially being a guard, he gets to do more when he's in the game with the ball because, you know what I mean, he got control of the rock. Mm-hmm. He got, you know what I mean, that he's running the offense when he gets in. So, you know what I mean? At that point, he got the freedom to do what he wants, especially with all the injuries we had to start the season. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, he's off the leash. Let the young bull go. And, you know, to his credit, he's maxing out with it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I do got to give him his respect. I didn't know he was going to be cooking like that out the gate because I knew he could shoot, but I didn't think his handle was like that. And
nice.
I did not like him as somebody trying to get to the rack when I watched him in Duke, but no, he's just really he's cleaning. He's cleaning out. But again, I hesitate when I see guards do this, particularly for the Sixers and rookies. Because it gives me MCW vibes. Yep, it gives me Ben Simmons vibes. Where they get there, it's a bad time for the team. The team is struggling. You put this point guard, especially point guard, you put this point guard in position. You take him off the leash, let him do what he wants. He's cooking. He's going crazy. Everybody think he's that. Then when reality sets in and they need you to actually be more, they need you to play a slightly different role. Then reality sets in and boom, Hoagie. Turn straight into a Hoagie. Plain. No chips on the side, no mayo, no nothing.
He's a little different than the rest of them because, for one thing, he's older than them when they got drafted. You know,
that's a good point, though. That's a good point.
But that's a big reason why he fell in the draft because I watched him play at Duke. He was nice. I was surprised he fell to the number he fell to. He was nice. I hate to admit it about Duke players too, but he was nice.
He was.
So
they was worried about his size and lack of athleticism. That's why he fell.
That nigga put all those worries to the back burner
because he got a burner.
McCain is a hooper, dog. Is a hooper too. I got them 1 and 2, so I'm not arguing.
Yeah. 1 to 2 sounds right.
Yeah, you going 1 and 2. So to me, I'm not mad at either way of that. But Connect, you know, I think I told John the night they drafted him. I said, y'all probably got the steal of the draft.
We did.
I said it.
Yeah,
nigga. Both teams got the steal of the draft. I think it's 1A, 1B.
How the heck you go from being projected as a top 6 pick, falling all the way to number 17?
Because he's 23, John.
That's my point. I don't understand this with these general managers or scouts, Chuck. Like, you want players who are mature enough to come into a locker room and know that they're going to be around certain superstars and still can handle themselves as a pro and not be
shiny things, John. There you go, shiny things. Yep, just as you saying, blinded by the light. Shiny things, John. Every year in the draft, the shiny things, the overseas shiny things, the one and done shiny things. These general managers keep falling for the shiny things every draft, man.
No,
every draft.
They fall for the P word. Hush mark. They fall for the P word, potential.
Yo, for sure.
They fall for that every time.
I mean,
potential is the most ridiculous thing in sports.
But that's what I'm saying. Shiny thing. Yep. Shiny thing. Like, ooh, if I put it right here in this light, it's going to be that. Yeah, no.
That's like drafting Marvin Williams number 2 overall.
Hey,
boy,
what's wrong with you?
That's 8.
Y'all niggas saw him play in college. That nigga wasn't
I didn't
number 2
get it.
overall.
I didn't get that at all.
You got us a natty.
Nigga off the bench. He was a 6 man.
That's squad.
I'm about to say he still should have stayed an extra year.
Yeah,
He was part of that 90 team, and he should have came back.
And you know who else was a 6 man? Devin Booker.
But he wasn't Devin Booker.
But Devin Booker was different. Clearly, Book was different.
You could see what Devin Booker was going on. He was being held back.
I didn't think this Devin Booker.
No,
Book was different.
You can tell Devin Booker was being held back because Karl-Anthony Towns is being held back.
We're not doing.
You can see it.
Anthony Davis was held back because he only averaged what 12 points.
We're not doing business history. Marvin Williams showed flashes of he should be an NBA star when he was at North Carolina.
I never saw it, bro. I never saw it, bro. I'm not going to lie
extra
to you.
year, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I put exactly like right out of that year. I didn't believe it. Maybe if he stayed in college a couple extra years, yeah, I would have probably felt that way. But I didn't feel that way about him as a freshman. I didn't.
Hey, if he stayed in college, his draft stock would have went down.
So would have.
Yeah. Maybe he'd have still been a better player though, because sometimes you had that situation, right, where you stay extra year or so, you fall a little further in the draft, but you end up being a better player. There's dudes who could leave sooner, and they leave sooner, and they get exposed because they're not ready for the league yet.
So let me get this straight. While he was over there in North Carolina, you mean to tell me that he showed glimpses of being better than Darren Williams and Chris Paul?
I didn't say that. We didn't say that.
That's what was drafted right after him.
That's not our fault that the Hawks took him number 2.
Hey,
Anthony
Bennett went number 1.
Anthony Bennett went 1. What you talking about?
His draft was trash.
I'm about to say that was one of the worst drafts in history.
Yeah, he was number 1 in it.
Hold up. Y'all remember who went number 1 that same draft?
Andrew Bogut.
Did we think Andrew Bogut was going to be better than Chris Paul and Darren Williams?
Andrew Bogut was also 7 feet tall and was doing a lot of shit at 7 feet tall. If you 7 foot tall with a skill set, they're going to draft you high, regardless of who's in the draft. Remember, Jordan got drafted after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Right. He got drafted after Sam Bowie.
He got drafted after Hakeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie.
Hey, look,
which
like I said,
makes his point even more.
Skill set, you're going to get drafted high.
You know, the Rockets should just
look, prime example. DeAndre Ayton and Luka.
What you just said?
Right.
What you said, Nick?
DeAndre Ayton was drafted before Luka.
And Trey.
And Trey Young.
I didn't see it with Bogut at Utah.
Luka was a MVP of the second best league in the world at 18 years old.
I didn't see it. I saw it with Luka.
That's also part of the NBA problem. Is they market it so much to the overseas? Never mind.
You're the MVP of the second best league in the world at 18 years old. There's no reason why he shouldn't have been number 1 overall.
You've been holding your own since you was 15 in that league.
I'm just wondering what
nigga 14. Remember, Tony Parker was a professional basketball player at 14 years old. The niggas oversee the professionals when they still in high school.
Right.
At 18, dog, he was an MVP. That's why I was like, I didn't understand why he fell in the draft the way he did. That was some European hate.
On Luka?
Oh, yeah.
But then they tried to overcorrect with the next couple of drafts by taking foreign players and overseas players high as hell.
He got hit on pretty much by one of his own countrymen. Why he passed on him for Marvin Bagley?
That was. You know what, Nick, you right. Hey, Nick, you right. You 7 feet, got a skill set. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, my point.
Yes, every year. Every year.
It doesn't fail. If you're tall, if you're around 7 feet tall, and you got some type of
you could go behind your back. Yep. If you're 7 feet and you could dribble behind your back,
you're going to get drafted high. Look at Bargnani. Bargnani could shoot like a motherfucker. He was 7 feet tall, drafted number 1.
My guy said Marvin Bagley.
Yeah,
Marvin Bagley is crazy. But look though. But let's be honest. At that time, Marvin Bagley that was a good pick. Nobody knew he was going to be this bad. At least I didn't.
Yeah, I can't say I knew he was going to be this bad. I knew he wasn't what they thought he was, But I can't tell you I knew he was going to be this ass.
Yeah, no, there's no way I would have thought he was going to be this bad.
No way.
Because that nigga was nice in high school. He was nice. But I guess he didn't speak too early.
He's also going to get one of the other 16 GMs fired.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we ain't heard nothing about Alex Ricochet or Zach Czar.
Because they lost them, not James.
Well, I can say about SAR. SAR's getting better each game. That's one thing I do know. But you know, he doesn't look. He doesn't look like a number 2 overall, top 3 type of guy. But his game is getting better each game. I will say that.
But also, you have the thing about them being perceived projects from jump.
Yeah,
like nobody expected greatness from them right out the box. So the fact that they haven't lived, they're actually on par for their expectations currently. You know what I'm saying? Whereas there it is, right? Like they're a project, so they're allowed to go ahead and be garbage the first couple of years. It's about year 3 when they're going to start getting judged and criticized, because then they won't be living up to potential. Whereas unfortunately, Bronny just got a bad case. He got a bad case. It's a lot on his story that just makes it more difficult for him than it should be.
What did y'all make? We talked about this with Taya when we did the watch along for the fight. Me and
okay.
Talked so at the end of the show, what have you been making about all this like? To me, it's a non-story about Bronny not playing in road games with the G League, especially when I heard about why. It made sense.
So I didn't hear about why. Put me on why he's not playing the road game.
So even though he hasn't played. They've only played. Let me be clear. They've only played like 1 or 2 road games, so he hasn't played it.
Right.
He only played in the 2 games out here at the Lakers practice facility.
Okay.
But I was listening to George Sedano say this on the radio, and he basically was saying G League teams don't get the same type of travel necessities as the NBA.
And they should. Okay.
So they walk through the airport. They got to go through TSA. They got to go through all of that. And these gyms where they're playing, they're not playing at. They're playing at gyms, not playing at arenas. So a lot of people feel. So now he went. And now let me be clear: the Lakers haven't said none of this public. Hey, what's up, Gabrielle? Live Lost and Ladders Pod in the building. Shout out to Charm City.
You say Charm City?
Charm City, Baltimore.
Nigga.
I didn't say Charm City this time.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I didn't say JL Felony. First of all, I'm the one that supposed to say JL Felony. That's my bit.
That's your bitch?
Bit. What's wrong with you?
John, he only said that because I said Sherm City. Relax, John.
Yeah. She had correct. She had Charm City. People want to know, Gabriel, where is Charm City? I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's Baltimore. It's Baltimore.
Oh, that's Chocolate City little cousin?
You're asking the wrong person.
That's the term that's on the Crocs.
You know what it is, though, John? The G League's never had a player that has this level of celebrity behind them. Usually a player that has this type of celebrity isn't in the G League.
Nick, excuse me. Nick, what is that?
That's Baltimore.
Baltimore. That's how they say it.
That's how they say it out. That's how they say Baltimore.
She put the phonetic spelling.
Boy, nope, I'm cool. Y'all about to get me caught up. Y'all crazy. But nah, that's what it is, though. The G League hasn't had nobody that has this level of celebrity. So they don't know, it's not their fault. They don't know how to, it's their first time. They don't know how to deal with that. And like you said, the venues that they have or whatever aren't the safest for, people who have that are like celebrities, basically. You feel me? They usually G League players is there's some guys you might remember from college or whatever that's trying to make a team, whatever. But no, I'm not saying the G League don't have no gyms for sure. But I'm talking about Yeah, no, there's been some great players that came from the G League.
But I was about to say, like, even when you think about the facilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm trying to think this through about as I hear. Some of the facilities, like how you have with the Lakers, they play at their parent team gym, or they play at the college, a big name college gym in that area. So is it really that they're whoever's floating this theory around, is this that they're saying it's a safety issue for Bronny why he's not playing those road games?
That's one of the theories.
Because if that's the case, then I can respect that.
Yeah.
If you legitimately and truly worry for the kid's safety, I can't really argue with that. But if it's a situation where you gonna act like he's too good to play in a bum ass gym, then no, I think that's whack.
It's not the gym. It's the fact of I think it's the way you traveling is for is not as.
So we too good to get on Spirit?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't say it with a straight face.
I'm too good to
Hey,
get
dog,
on
leave
Spirit.
Spirit alone.
Yeah.
They about to go bankrupt.
I'm too good to get on Spirit.
Southwest.
No, I feel you. That's why I had to laugh. That's why I couldn't keep a straight face when I said it. But no, but like
Bronny isn't too good to do anything.
That's all I'm saying. Like, okay, go ahead. My bad, Mark.
The problem with Bronny is he's just not aggressive. Once he find that aggression, he'll be okay. And it's not even about aggression about scoring. It's just being aggressive at what you want to do. If you want to be a facilitator like Jason Kidd wasn't a scorer. He was still aggressive.
His favorite player.
You know what I'm saying? His aggression was getting to the paint and drawing a defense.
But Jason Kidd was also excellent. Bronny is not.
Well,
no, what he's saying is like Bronny needs to find his niche.
Yeah.
No, I completely understand aggression because it's even more than aggression. You're speaking on him being assertive, right? Like picking what he's going to do, attacking that, sticking with that. I get it. I'm just saying he's not good enough to do that, though. Like there's a reason why he can't be assertive yet, because he's not particularly strong in any one area. So he's caught up trying to do a bunch of things well and do none of them well. You know what I'm saying? Like he has the heart to play defense. He has the heart and he has the energy to be a good defender. He doesn't have the body or actually the skill to maintain defense for the level or for the period of time that he's going to play in the G League, right? Because he'd be getting more minutes. So that's the one part. His shot, the form on it looks good, but there's something there why he doesn't make them most of the time. And as a facilitator, it's the problem with the shot, right? He's not bigger, stronger than anybody, so nobody's really worried about Bronny getting past them. And if you're a facilitator who can't get past guys, what am I doing? Your pump fake don't work on me, bro. I'm gonna stay right here. You can't get into the lane against me because I'm gonna stay right here. So your drive is not gonna draw anybody to where you can kick, because we know he has the IQ to be a good drive and kick type of guard. But what's the point if you can't draw the defense in to kick out to anybody? So that's really what it is. And I'm not saying it to trash him, but what I'm saying is he has these flaws in too many areas to just pick one and be great at it. So I think that's what it is that he has to, get one of those skills, one or two of those skills up to just the average level. And then that could be exactly what you said, Mark. Once he gets those to an average level where it's controlled and he knows what he's doing, then he could be assertive in those areas. But I also, me personally, just don't believe he's NBA good yet. I don't believe he's NBA good yet. I don't believe he's G League good yet. So I think it'll take time. And once he gets G League good, then we can start having a different conversation.
I'm tired of discussing the 57th overall pick.
55th. 55th. But
that's a good argument.
I say this every time. Look, every time we have the Bronny discussion, I always end it with this. I'm tired of talking about a guy who almost didn't get drafted.
Who shouldn't have got drafted. But anyway,
I can say that about a few players.
And that's actually one of the points I had is that Thank you. That's what I said. That there's multiple players in, without his story, without his connection, without his position, that it's just come. If we just talking about from a skill standpoint, you would be like, well, that was a waste of a draft pick, but nobody cares because it's that low.
Just trying to be.
Look,
Ooh.
man. The
My
Lakers
bad.
have many picks in the back
Seems to be. Whoa, that's that again.
Post Kobe. I mean, everyone's going to argue they dropped the ball with Lonzo, and they should have went with De'Aaron Fox. People going to always say they missed on.
That's because that's true.
Everyone said they should have kept. They shouldn't have took Brandon Ingram and took Jaylen Brown. But no one talks about the fact when you got players
I don't
like
agree with that.
talking about Dalton Connect.
No, Dalton Connect was a steal.
No, I'm talking about.
He definitely is steal.
I'm not talking about steal. I'm talking about these players who went to college 4 years. People did the same thing with Buddy. People did the same thing with Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield was the National Player of the Year.
Yep.
But he got looked condemned on because like the Dalton Connect, like a Josh Hart or a Kyle Kuzma, he stayed 3 to 4 years in college. Some dudes just need it. Now, could have been nice, like Gabrielle and Candace are saying, if Bronny should have stayed a year or two more. Yeah, but in reality, it was never in the plans. Let's just be real. It wasn't in the plans. They did not have that in the plans for him. They probably don't have it in the plans for Bryce either. So, granted, even if he didn't have the health scare and pretty much in cold blood on the floor, this was part of the plan the whole time.
That's a fact.
By the way, I can name several bombers who were wet farts. We named some earlier, Gabrielle, but you can go on a roll call. We ain't gonna stop you.
I think Bryce is gonna be good.
I think he's gonna be very good. I think he has height.
Yeah, he has the height, and I think he's aggressive.
Yeah, he is. He got a bit of a mean streak to him.
He's more athletic too. That's that little brother shit.
About to say, the little brothers usually be, a little bit more special than their older brother.
Mm-hmm.
LaMelo.
We need to go watch Bryce play.
Brandon Rush ended up being the best out of the Rush brothers.
That is true.
We need to watch Bryce play a little bit more.
So let's go to the NFL real quick. All right, last night, Thursday night football, snow game in the land. Since we're talking about LeBron,
let's be honest, Brian probably wanted to pull him higher.
Well, he wasn't going. He was going where he was going. If he didn't get,
there was no way they were going to get him at a higher pick. No.
He wasn't.
They weren't going to get him. They were going to get him in the second round, just like they knew they would, because nobody was going to draft him.
Nobody else was going to draft him.
Bryce is a junior, right?
Yeah. Because by the way, how y'all feel? Ravens fan in the building. Bryce Jr. By the way, Chuck, how you feel about Kanye following Melo's footsteps to Syracuse?
I think he had nothing to lose in that situation because nobody is going to expect him to be Melo. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's cool. I think it's cool because you get to play for the same place that your dad played for. But nobody's expecting him to be Melo. You know what I'm saying? So he's playing with house money. He's playing with house money. That's what I'm saying. He's playing with house money. Syracuse is not expected to do anything special. He's not expected to be Melo. He just gets to go there.
Nick, not Bryce Young. We're talking about Bryce James, LeBron's son. When I'm talking about Bryce, we know Bryce Young is not that good of a quarterback.
For now.
But I think he'll get another chance. I think he'll get another year in Canales' system. But I thought it was cool. And
I think that's what it is. I think it's a cool moment. It's a cool moment for the family. It's a cool little legacy moment. It'll be cool for him to, get on that floor and they'll be like, oh, we get to see, we got to see Melo and then we get to see his son play. Yay. And you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, it's not going to mean anything. It'll just be, we'll just be talking about whether or not Kanye had a good freshman year or not.
Pretty much.
Whether or not he'll be one or done.
Oh, another thing talking about commitments.
Hey.
The last two, yesterday we had two quarterbacks make big commitments when it came to college football. let's start first. Nick, obviously, I'll give you the floor on this one. Julian Lewis, who was a 5-star commit to SC, flipped his commitment to go to Colorado. I personally think I personally think that Deion's not going to the NFL. I never thought Deion was going to the NFL.
Who the hell was thinking Deion's going to the NFL?
Everybody on ESPN and FS1.
Why? What has
delusional Cowboys fans and delusional Cowboys fans?
What has Deion done to make y'all even think that he was going to the NFL?
Beats me.
Mean nothing.
This is their first year being above 500, finishing the season.
And me personally, if I was Deion, I would stay another year because number one, look how many jobs are going to be Deion Sanders, Gabriel. Look what jobs could be available next year. LSU, because
expectations.
They lost out on Bryce Underwood, and who's now going to Michigan because Brady got involved, and reportedly the NIL is about $12 million. And then
shit, I would have said get the fuck out of here, LSU too.
Florida.
Expectations.
And Urban Meyer was horrible, Nick. He was horrible. He never should have been an NFL.
Wait, whoa. Hold on, I got this one. First and foremost, don't put Deion Sanders in the same breath as Urban Meyer when it comes to college football coaching.
We're not doing that.
No,
we're not doing that.
Urban Meyer is one of the greatest college coaches of all time.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that at all. Don't. Even though we know Urban Meyer wasn't that good as an NFL coach, Deion is nowhere close to him as a coach in college.
This is a prime stand account.
Urban Meyer went to 2 programs and won.
I get that. I get that point, but he's not Urban Meyer. He'll never be Urban Meyer.
He's not Urban Meyer.
He's not Urban Meyer.
He won't be
Urban Meyer earned the chance to go to the NFL.
And fuck Urban Meyer and Florida, but he's not
never in life. He'll never be Urban Meyer. But
you have to do a lot to be Urban Meyer.
But Nick, here's the thing: Urban Meyer was removed from coaching for how many years? He went to the NFL from the booth, and I know we've seen that before. But it was different if he was going back to college from the booth and he's just going to run the Big Ten or the SEC, which we've seen him done in the past. Him going to the NFL, he learned that he ain't the man. And this is like what Orlovsky was saying, but you know,
vertigo.
Yo, relax. Orlovsky was saying this about why Deion should stay in college.
What's up, Nick?
When in college, I got you, bro. In college, college football always, for the most part, centers around the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
NFL, that ain't the case.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a few of them who can call their shot, like Belichick, like a Mike Tomlin, and that's pretty much where the list stops right now. And Belichick's not even in the league right now. Go ahead, Nick.
This is the end. This whole entire, I don't know how in the hell this Urban Meyer and Deion thing it shouldn't even been said. But both of them are free agents. Who in the hell is gonna get more calls? If you're a big school, who do you want to go after? Because I'm giving Urban Meyer a blank check.
Urban Meyer.
I'm calling Urban Meyer.
I don't care what potential Deion and all this can bring to your school. Urban Meyer can win for you. And it's been proven in 2 different programs. Give me the winner.
Nick said
Deion.
Why?
Wrestlers for Life podcast. Shout out.
Deion couldn't even win at the HBCU level.
What?
Deion had SEC talent at the quarterback and wide receiver position at an HBCU and still didn't win the big game over there. These are 2 dudes who are Heisman candidates right now. He had up over there at HBCU and he did not win the big game.
Yeah, I don't think he's going in. I don't think he's going to the NFL.
He hasn't earned that right to go to NFL. He hasn't even coached at a big program.
I thought he was just going to leave.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Well, I still think that's possible, but that'd be crazy.
I just thought he was going to leave when Shedeur left. That's all. I didn't think he was going to the league.
I thought so too, Mark.
but not in the NFL. Dion is unproven versus, I'm gonna get the chop house at kicking kickers in the NFL. Oh, you talking about Urban Meyer?
Dion is unproven at college.
For
Be honest with you, he hasn't proven nothing. And I'm not hating. I've already look. My criticism of Dion over the past 2 years was valid, and I was all like, I got to see what he does this year because I knew the team was better than they were last year, and he had went past expectations. Kudos to Dion. But in the day, dog.
Is it true?
Go ahead.
Is it true that they about to start killing at the linebacker position?
What did you just say, Mark?
They bring a little.
Stop it, dog. What's wrong with you?
My bad.
Ray Lewis is a candidate for Florida A&U job.
He said that's not true, but
he's lying. That got leaked.
Was that the school his son went to?
Yes.
Oh, then it's true, man.
Exactly. Somebody leaked the information I wasn't supposed to get out, especially this early in the season. But no, Dion hasn't done anything to like I said. Dion hasn't even coached at a big program. Like, come on, man! Like he doesn't even know the pressure of handling a big program yet. And you saying that he deserves like a shot at the NFL? Nah, not that's just off his name. It's not because of coaching skills. It's off his name. I'm sorry. That's not going to work. Dion needs to. I think even if if he takes Colorado to the next step, or whatever, that's dope. I wish him all the luck in the world up over there because he's doing a good thing up over there. He's building that program up. But let's just be honest with you. Let's see how they are next year. Let's see how his teams are without Shedeur and Travis Hunter, and we'll see. And I'll have my analysis from there.
That's true. The NFL will take an unproven on his name versus a known flameout. That is true. Because owners,
there's nobody as unproven as Deion Sanders outside of Jeff Saturday that has gotten an NFL job.
They'll take a chance with Deion and probably ahead of Cliff Kingsbury, who's pretty much. I mean,
no, they wouldn't.
He's a coach, but
no,
he's
they wouldn't.
John, a better coordinator.
John,
that's what.
No.
You don't think Deion,
nobody's gonna take a chance on Deion over Cliff Kingsbury.
This offseason?
What does Deion coach?
Nick, it don't matter, but you're seeing, but that's the point.
What does Deion coach?
You just talked about it with the NBA. People care about potential more than they care about what's proven.
What does Deion coach? Is he a defensive coach or offensive coach?
Swag.
You can watch YouTube videos and get swag.
Yeah, but it's different when you got Deion coaching.
That's cool. What does Deion coach?
Obviously, I would say, well, does he really need to be have a specialty? Because obviously, look with John Harbaugh.
But John Harbaugh was a specialist at something. What does Deion coach?
Are you just saying that because he's not had a specific head coaching job, a specific?
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying because you said that the thing with Cliff, at least with Cliff Kingsbury, you know what he is. He's an offensive guy. He's one of those offensive guru type of guys.
But Nick, you're not hearing me though. Where have we not seen where proven coaches not got overlooked by somebody who was a novice?
What novice are you talking about, John?
What are we saying?
What novice are you talking about, John?
Come on, Nick.
Who?
It happens every year in the NFL. Why the hell did Urban Meyer get hired over somebody like your boy in Detroit, Ben Johnson?
Because Urban Meyer did a bunch of shit in college. He has a reputation.
But not at the NFL, is my point.
But he has a reputation at a certain level. Deion doesn't have a reputation at no level. He just got his first winning season, John.
Nick, again, you're missing my point. I hear what you're saying, but let's not act like a name is not going to get you hired, even if you do not have the qualified experience.
But the name has to do something. There has to be a reason why you wanted that name, outside of you bringing extra viewers to my screen.
Just because he wasn't like a DB coach or that coach.
Antonio Pierce, Gerard Mayo. Both of them were already coaches somewhere. They already had coached in college. And both of them are definitely reaches. Antonio Pierce got hired because the players wanted him, and Gerard Mayo got grandfathered in. He was already in preparation of being the coach. He was a DC before he became a head coach. Was Joe Judge not an offensive coordinator?
Don't care about wins. Why won't they want money? That's it.
The NFL don't get money regardless. Deion goes up over there, don't do nothing. He's fired in 2 years. Now what happens?
Prime as a player's coach, like how Jim Harbaugh was with the 49ers.
No, we're not doing that either. We're definitely not doing that either. Because I've seen what Jim Harbaugh's done for franchises, for coaches, college teams already.
Nick wants to debate you on this. You down before we end the show?
What time is this? 10:37 my time. He could debate this on Tuesday.
Nick, I'll send you the StreamYard. We'll have you on Tuesday. I'll have you on Tuesday after you do the NXT show. I'll send you the StreamYard. We'll be in touch. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk NFL.
Yeah, John, y'all be in touch.
I'll be in contact. So last night,
that doesn't help nothing.
The Browns beat the Steelers on.
As long as John not saying our links.
Relax. Pause.
Oh Lord!
The Browns beat the Steelers last night in the snow game last night. By the way, are we saying? And now here, if people are wondering, what are the Steelers?
People who steal things.
No, I'm talking about the football team.
Oh.
I think people get up. People, and Nick brings this up a lot.
People who steal things.
Something wrong with Mark, man.
Fuck me up, bro.
Division games always are tough games, are always tough matchups. Nick say this all the time.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy part with the Steelers. They're dominant, but Mike Tomlin, his one Achilles heel is Thursday Night Football. He is 2-9 for his career on Thursday Night Football, 0-6 against on the road against the AFC North.
Look, let's just be honest. Even throughout the years, you look at the AFC North, the guys who are always the top guys at the AFC North, for some apparent reason, struggle with the guys who are the number 3 and number 4 in their division. I mean, look at the Browns. The Browns has beaten the top 2 teams have been in division. Mm-hmm. They beat the Ravens and they beat the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just how that division is crazy. You built different in that division. That's just how it is. Lamar Jackson can't beat what you call it for some apparent reason.
He didn't say this last night. He was like, Pickens is AB with less talent. He's good, but always a problem.
Nah.
It's talking about the character, but that's why
we're not gonna do that because AB only became a problem after he got smacked in the head.
I wouldn't say that. Ryan Clark said Mike Tomlin kept a lot of stuff behind closed doors that a lot of people didn't know.
All coaches do that. Look at Aaron Hernandez.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation.
Thank you.
We know, but what Ryan Clark was saying, we knew this about
he knew what was he knew AB before AB.
Exactly. Yeah. Before we knew AB. That's why
I get
what he was saying. But let's get to calling out names, because I want to hear if Nye Charles has something to say about his Cowboys. So Pickens is a problem without the headshots. That's worse. So Pickens is a problem without the headshots. That's worse.
Who was taking back shot?
Yo.
Who said that?
Dude.
Who said that?
You talking to the wrong dude. I don't know.
Y'all niggas is wild.
All right. It's time for the final segment of the show. Often imitated, never duplicated. This is our boy Uncle Doug Mike's favorite segment. Shout out to Dolly, Too Much Game. Sometimes you say stuff in the world that needs to be called out, and you say stuff that's stupid, it has to be called out. So it's time for calling out names. I got 2 for calling out names. And I know, let me be clear. I know we advertised Ladies' Night, but unfortunately, our girl Taya was a little tired. Of course, shout out to Chuck for being here. They had the They had a karaoke night last night in Philly, and obviously, but she'll be with us real soon. Shout out to Christy as well, and shout out to Nessa. She's been under the weather.
AB smashed somebody named Spencer.
Ask Spencer Lanning what kind of problem AB was before getting.
Wait.
Oh,
Holy shit! Spencer might be a chick name.
I'm assuming that's his coach at Central Michigan.
Wait, nigga.
With the landing strip?
Yo,
is that what it says?
Wait, ain't no fucking way.
Oh, dude, let me get started for calling out names. I got Ice.
Come on, man.
Spencer with the landing strip is crazy.
That's what's wrong with you? I got Ice Cube on calling out names.
What?
I got
What?
Names. Why? He didn't do no drop album today.
And salute, and so did Kendrick. But
and so my guy Imani, you heard?
and you say Bellinger album drop too?
Eric Bellinger too.
Shout out to Bellinger. Ice Cube, obviously, was in an interview recently, and he basically said that if Bronny wants to come play, he should come play in the Big Three. He can make a team. You want to make a team? He can make a team in the Big Three. He did this with Caitlin Clark last summer. I'm gonna need you to really chill the F out.
That's hate, John. He's trying to expand his business.
Man, he did that with Caitlin Clark, dog.
John, what's wrong?
She should have said yeah.
The Caitlin Clark thing wasn't outrageous. This is outrageous. That wasn't as outrageous as this. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Even that wasn't as outrageous as this.
For Bronny, I was calling out Ice Cube for saying he could come join the Big Three if he wants to make a team. He's on the team. It's called the Lakers. Come on, Cube. You know better than that, dog. My second one is Dan Orlovsky. And Gabrielle, forgive me for what I'm about to say. He said there were no flaws with the Baltimore Ravens.
John, why did you say that?
The same Baltimore Ravens who gave Derrick Henry 0 carries in the fourth quarter Sunday. By the way, when the Ravens are 7-0 when Derrick Henry has 20 carries, they're 0-4 when he has less. In all 4 losses, he's averaged 13 carries a game.
These offensive coordinators are stupid. The Eagles offensive coordinator doing that shit with Saquon Barkley.
Orlovsky. And that's another one. The New York Giants. That's my last calling out names. So we saw that BS that Daniel Jones had to read a press release giving his farewells to the Giants fans and media and blah, blah, blah. Then it was announced today that they're releasing him. So Elle Duncan on SportsCenter has a segment called Taking the L, where she basically takes well, she was basically like it's her version of calling out names. So, and she basically said, "Well, you can be the back. I'll take my $100 million leave and go be the backup for Brock Purdy. By the way, who's not playing Sunday." The Giants called ESPN because they were upset with Elle Duncan criticizing them. The same team who passed up on Saquon, who chose Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley. Y'all benching Daniel Jones because y'all don't want to pay him $23 million in an injury guarantee. The same Daniel Jones, y'all just made y'all third-string quarterback. Over Drew Lock, you're going with Tommy DeVito. The same Daniel Jones y'all had as the safety on the scout team yesterday.
Wait. Daniel Jones is a safety on the scout team?
Yes. Ryan Clark
Nigga, he's fourth string. He was fourth string. He wasn't third. He was fourth.
Safety on the scout team. And he was an undrafted free agent for the Giants.
Daniel Jones is garbage. But he doesn't deserve that.
That's true. That's exactly what I'm saying. And why y'all calling ESPN complaining? Get y'all house in order. Y'all chose him over Saquon. Y'all want to draft play Tommy Cutlets, so y'all can still keep y'all draft position, so y'all can go draft Shador or Cam Ward. So get out of here, Mark.
That's crazy.
Go to Nick. I had somebody. I'm trying to remember who.
And y'all got anybody calling out names in the comments? Y'all can say it now too. Go ahead. Bella.
I got George Pickens.
Yo, relax, Bella.
I got George Pickens on calling out names.
Oh,
George Pickens. This is the last play of the game. A Hail Mary is going on. You are the team's best receiver. Why are you fighting the corner?
Oh, man.
Daniel Jones wouldn't fight for the job. He wanted all, and then it's not but 3 teams. Yeah, I'm not reading what Bella said.
This dude said that. This dude said fighting for the reception. He was so busy fighting like he was Mike. Like you think he was Mike Tyson?
Dog, Mike, what are you doing?
Oh man!
Like you're the team's best receiver, dog, and you be doing some doofus shit.
Nobody was there. By the way, the Chicago Bears. That's how you stop a Hail Mary.
That's hate.
By playing in the snow.
Yo, you all right?
That too. But yeah, that was just extremely idiotic. But not as idiotic as part 2 of George Pickens on calling out names.
Oh my God!
Shout out to the Hail Mary.
No, dog.
No, this is worse. I know where Nick is going. This is worse.
This nigga said, and I quote, that the reason why they lost was because of the weather. My nigga.
Can I?
Go ahead, John.
A Pittsburgh Steeler complain about cold weather?
Oh, I wasn't about to say that.
A Pittsburgh Steeler.
Can I just address something?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Cleveland played in that same bad weather, didn't they?
Yes.
They were up in that game.
Yes.
They lost the lead.
Come on, man. You gonna tell me the weather was the problem?
George Pickens didn't have a catch in the second half.
You went to Georgia and you've been playing in Pittsburgh, what, 2-3 years now?
That's part of the quarterback fault.
Come on, man. Go ahead, Nick.
Dog. It's George Pickens. You gotta at certain points, dog, you gotta learn how to keep quiet, dog, because you sounding crazy. Because you, like you said, you played for Pittsburgh where it snows like crazy. And for you to say, yeah, like that just is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, so I have it's actually a group of people for my third call now names. I have LeBron, Anthony Davis, and AR-15.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, John. I watched this game.
You think? I did too.
How in the world is it that your 3 best players on the team supposedly
missed free throws?
Not even just that. At the end of the game, they went like 2 for like 7 or 2 for some crazy.
3 for 8 from the line, by the way, Nick. Down the stretch.
John.
Good night, go to the free throw line.
Dog. And the thing is, I'm not making no excuse for LeBron, but LeBron always misses free throws. So him missing the free throws was not surprising. Anthony Davis, though.
All right, Gabrielle. Thank you. Right,
leading up to your 2 misses.
Our YouTube channel and the Lipstick and Live Lost and Ladders podcast.
Lord. Leading up to that, Anthony Davis had made 9 straight free throws in that game. And Dog missed the final 2. There we go, Tig, 2 for 6. Then Austin Reeves, another good free throw shooter, goes up there. This nigga misses both of his shots.
And then
guess what happens? Franz Wagner hits the damn 3-pointer that wins the damn game.
Wagner got
step back 3 too.
Fuck that. He's Wagner. He a gangster today.
Hey,
which leads to the final calling out names. John, who are the Lakers announcers?
On TV?
Yes.
Oh, Billy Mack and Stu Lynch.
Throughout the entire fourth quarter, I heard these 2 talk about how terrible the Orlando Magic's offense was run in the fourth quarter. I heard them being extremely biased.
Oh, no.
I mean, I understand that you are the team's announcers, but the amount of biasness I heard was absolutely ridiculous. You went through all that, and guess what happens? The guys that you were hyping up, you were talking to y'all, all of them niggas had said something about the free throws before the free throws was missed. All of them was saying something about Franz Wagner before he made that final shot. They were talking about how the offense was stagnant. The offense can't work when you just have him doing all this work. Eventually, it's this and that. Blah blah blah. This the nigga scored every single time they said something.
37 points.
Let me tell you something, dog. There is a term that's called "don't poke the bear."
Mm-hmm.
That night, that's what is he? Is he French?
He's German. He's German.
German. The German nigga was the bear that day.
And then Wagner, the brother.
That's a Teddy Graham.
He's German.
Nah, them niggas weren't Teddy Grahams. Them niggas was grizzly. That nigga was a grizzly bear. They should have left him the hell alone. Because he single-handedly won that game in the fourth quarter. Single-handedly. And he made it look easy.
No Paolo, no KCP, no Wendell Carter. There was no excuse for us to lose that game.
And LeBron had a great fourth quarter. The nigga scored like 12 straight points.
And Eddie Davis pretty much almost had 40 at a 40-10 game, but
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
They make the free throws.
All right, so I know you wanted me to say something about the Cowboys, but honestly, it's just a joke as an organization.
I know the joke, but if you got anybody seriously for calling,
but seriously, I'm gonna go with Joel Embiid, man. And I'm gonna run it back to what he said a couple of weeks ago when he said he's done too much for the city for people to be questioning his desire to play, whether or not, he really wants to play. What in the entire fuck did you do for the city, bro? Like, I get it. He's played through certain injuries. Okay, I get it. You played through Bell's palsy. You played with a mask on. Bro, that's actually the least you could do. Like, if you didn't play through those, your legacy would be entirely different. If you didn't play in those situations, you probably could have never, like Nick said, cried your way into that MVP. Like, without those moments, the Sixers probably get swept in a couple of those situations. But don't forget that you are also the same guy who choked in that game 7 against the Celtics. So when you sit here and you want to talk about you did too much for the city for people to question your desire to play, how about these 3 games you've played this season? Do you look like you want to play, bro? Do you look like, man, I can't wait to get back out there? Somebody who, before he even suited up for a single second of gameplay, said, I'm probably done playing back-to-backs for the rest of my career, y'all. Like, the lack of self-awareness that Joel Embiid has had his entire career gets to be too much for me, man. It's like, dog, you really don't live in the same world as the rest of us. You genuinely believe that you are some sort of Messiah/victim, and that we all just don't understand that because of your greatness, you should be cut a blank check.
No,
you are great. No dispute. Embiid is a great player. He is an amazing talent. One of the best players in the league, hands down. But he's also a bitch.
He's down 20.
Yeah.
Like,
he can be great in WNBA.
Two things can't be true.
Hey, so what a nigga always on his back?
Every game. Nigga, you 7 foot 16.
Yes,
why your big ass always on the ground?
Yes, Big Nick. We can say it's been the process has been an entire failure. I get killed by my friends here in Philly because I'm always reminding them that the process has been an entire failure, but they still try to convince me, no, because we got an MVP out of it. We got a generational type of talent out of it. Okay, but saying we got a player as great as Embiid and we haven't gone past the second round his entire, duration here, it doesn't mean anything. How is it that people, because I'm also a Rockets fan, right? So y'all know I had James Harden throwing in my face every time he don't show up in the playoffs. Why we got this same energy for Main Man? Because he be putting up a couple of 40 balls in the playoffs? So did James.
At least,
but when he needed most,
to the conference.
My point exactly. At least he got past the second round. So, okay, you want to blame it on Ben Simmons. All right, cool. You want to blame it on James Harden?
Whoa.
All right, cool.
Whoa.
That's just violation. I can't go there, brother.
Hold on.
I can't go there, brother.
Look. Greg Oden.
That's insane.
Greg Oden was nice when he played. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't at Embiid's level.
Nah,
Greg Oden could have averaged 20 if he tried. He couldn't have averaged 20 if he tried. No, sir.
The injuries was too much.
Hey, Nick, another example. 7 foot going my head of a wing. There's another example right there.
Wait, hold on. That's something different, though. That nigga was nice as
Can't
fuck
go
at
that
Ohio
far.
State.
I know, but still. Was he better?
That nigga was ridiculous at Ohio State.
He was.
He was.
But he was a man. He was a man amongst boys in Ohio State. You didn't have nobody who could match up with him.
He had nobody match up with him in general. He just got hurt.
That's really what it is. He just became, you know what I mean? Well, in the NBA, he had faster players to worry about. At college, like, you know, he wasn't dealing with the best athletes in the world.
Nigga turned to Bill Walton. Nigga came
fast. But yeah, even what you said about his play style, you play like a guard, but you on the floor. I ain't seen nobody in Philly hit the floor so many times like since AI until Embiid.
That's not good.
You know what I'm saying? No wonder why you always hurt. So Embiid, he might be the only calling out names I got right now. He might be the only person I got right now. Yeah, because I went on that tirade, so I'm gonna just leave it with Embiid for my calling out name.
All right, Marco, how that?
They said, which is worse, injuries or being weak?
Injuries are way worse.
You can't.
Injuries.
I think because Greg Oden.
You being weak can be worked around because you can figure out a role eventually in the league.
Well, I'll say this. I'm going to go being weak. And here's why I'm going to say being weak. Because injuries, if you have the injuries, there's nothing you can do about it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, no matter how nice you might be, like take Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was never somebody that somebody thought was weak. But we saw what injuries did to his career. You know what I'm saying? Even that last year when he went out, you know what I mean, trying to play with no bone on bone for the Timberwolves, that game he had, like that second to last game he had was crazy. Mm-hmm. So the reason why I'm going to say being weak is worse is because we can all understand if injuries keep you out the game. Being weak leaves you as a Ben Simmons.
Yo, Mark,
even when you're fully healthy to be on the floor, fully capable of being on the floor, you're the kind of guy that gets the rebound, goes full speed, defenders backing up, and you stop and turn around and look for somebody to get a ball to. Like you're not 6'10", 225 pounds, because you're scared to death of a jump shot.
Hey,
so in that case, to me,
killed
being
Ben
weak.
Simmons.
He did.
Me too. I've been saying this since he was in LSU that he wasn't going to be who people thought he was.
So did Nick.
Dog, I'm telling you.
I've been saying it.
The nigga never got better.
I've been saying it. Never, yo. I saw it. I saw that he didn't have the motor, and I saw that he didn't have the love for the game. Mm-hmm. The talent was undeniable, but I'm like, yo, when he decides that he doesn't care anymore, we gonna see it. Nah, he's gonna be a monster, whatever. So mental harder to overcome than physical.
Oh yeah, of course.
So that's why I went with being weak, bro. That's why I went with being weak.
Hey, Chuck. I told them, I was like, Ben Simmons is probably one of the, if not the only #1 overall pick that you cannot find no tournament footage of.
All right, we ain't going there.
That's a bar.
That's unheard of. Football. All right, Marco, I'll let you, dog.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.
Chuck, tell them where they can follow you, brother.
For sure. Y'all can follow, of course, on YouTube. Life Be Lifing. That's LIFEB, just the letter LIFING, not to be confused with everybody else who's taking my name and trying to run with it. You can also find Life Be Lifing on Facebook. You can find Life Be Lifing on IG. And you can follow me at LifeBeLifing_9. That's NI on IG. And you can follow me on Nye Charles. That's NI. Y'all should know how to spell Charles, or we got different problems on Facebook. All right. Appreciate you guys for having me back on, man. I enjoy it.
Thank you, brother.
Welcome anytime, bro.
You already know. So we gonna get up out of here. We'll see y'all Tuesday. We're gonna talk NFL.
Nick, you out here Tuesday?
Nick, you out here Tuesday or not? Or you still in H-Town? You out here Tuesday?
No, I'm gonna be out here in H-Town.
Okay. So we'll be back Tuesday to talk NFL. We'll talk some NBA.
I won't be out there until like Sunday.
Okay. The Sunday after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm coming after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We should still have a show on Friday though. I'm a for sure still I don't know what's going on. I know Mark might be gone, but we should still have the show on Friday. That'll be dope.
Friday, nigga.
We'll be here. We'll be here on Black Friday.
All right, cool.
So we'll get up out of here. Enjoy your football weekend. Enjoy your college football weekend. If you're going to a Friendsgiving, have fun, be safe.
Turn up, nigga.
And just enjoy life. We'll be back here on Tuesday. Shout out to Nye Charles. Shout out to the Philly crew. Thank you, everybody in the comment section. Y'all was on fire tonight. This has been Sports for You. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Nick. And we'll see y'all on Tuesday. Peace out.